Hello and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News on this Tuesday, March 24th. I'm Grant Olson. Here's some of the stories we have coming up for you tonight. Immigration and Customs Enforcement agents have been spotted at airports around the country but will not be coming to Pangbourne Airport. Microsoft has donated $50,000 to the faith-based Wenatchee Rescue Mission to help with the completion of its Apple Blossom House. Expect windy conditions tomorrow with a slight chance for showers. Then sunshine to end the week. Your full local weather forecast is coming up. Traffic crossing the George Sellar Bridge between Wenatchee and East Wenatchee was held up for public safety reasons today after a person climbed to the peak of the bridge carrying a bicycle and then tied the bike to the American flag. The incident was first reported shortly before 1:30 this afternoon. Police on both sides of the river closed down access to the bridge in order to avoid accidents and communicate with the climber. Traffic was diverted north to the Otobashan Bridge for drivers seeking to cross the Columbia. After about 45 minutes, the climber worked their way down the bridge structure and surrendered. The bicycle, however, remained anchored to the flag. Authorities said the climber would be assessed for injuries and mental health. The Washington Department of Transportation reopened the bridge shortly after. Immigration and Customs Enforcement agents have been spotted at airports around the country but will not be coming to East Wenatchee's air travel hub. Today, the Chelan-Douglas Regional Port Authority confirmed that ICE agents will not be coming to Pangbourne Memorial Airport to support the Transportation Security Administration employees. President Donald Trump has ordered ICE officers to patrol several large national airports while TSA agents work without pay. The port says Pangbourne will remain fully operational with no ICE presence at its gates. TSA workers have been without pay since February 14th when Congress came to an impasse over fully funding the Department of Homeland Security. For TSA staff at Pangbourne, one local charity has stepped up and you can help as well. NCWLIFE reporter Long Tran has this report.
Transportation Security Administration employees continue to work without pay during the partial government shutdown. Local nonprofit Serve Wenatchee is organizing a gift card drive to support local TSA agents at Pangbourne Memorial Airport.
Yeah, we had one of our constituents come in last week and say, hey, why don't we do something for the TSA agents? We thought it was a great idea. So we were really modeling it after our program. They were doing a dinner at International Airport where we're collecting $10 and $20 gift cards, particularly gas and grocery gift cards. And we're getting those up to Pangbourne every day. I've done a delivery every day since we started it. People have been very responsive to the program. And so I think we're approaching about $2,000 in gift cards that have gone up there in the last 6 days. We've also announced that we're allowing them to use this market, our Fresh Hope market, for the duration of this period where they're not being paid. So any of the TSA employees at Pangbourne can come down here and pick up food here in this little market free of charge.
Serve Wenatchee is continuing to accept gift card donations Monday through Thursday from 9 a.m. to noon and 1:30 to 4:30 p.m. Reporting from East Wenatchee, this is Long Tran, NCWLIFE.
One of the Wenatchee Valley's housing nonprofits is seeking new leadership. Habitat for Humanity of the Greater Wenatchee area needs a new executive director as longtime chief Natalie Narby prepares to leave that position. The agency builds new housing with volunteer labor serving people with home ownership challenges. Narby has led the local Habitat office since 2006. The executive board began advertising for the director position this week, offering a $55,000 to $60,000 salary range. The position comes with a lot of responsibility, but those interested in the job can apply with an email to Habitat's volunteer coordinator using the QR code you see on your screen. When we come back, Wenatchee students placed in the top 50% of competitors in this past weekend's mock trial state championship. A Confluence Health clinician was named the Rural Physician Assistant of the Year earlier this month by the Washington Academy of Physician Assistants. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Are you dealing with a pest or weed issue and you just don't know what to do?
We use the best pest control methods approved for areas with kids and pets.
Whether it's rats, mice, ants, or spiders,
or something else altogether.
We provide the coaching and solutions you're looking for.
And you can know that your dollars are supporting a local, family-owned and operated business.
Allow us to help you get back to living healthy and pest-free. Harvest Valley Pest Control.
Welcome to Mountain Chick Floral, your go-to flower and plant shop in downtown Wenatchee. Explore their wide variety of unusual and fun plants. And when you buy a plant in a container, they'll pot it up for you absolutely free. Birthday or weddings, they'll create the perfect floral arrangement for you. Brighten up your office with fresh blooms delivered to your door or business. Ask about floral subscriptions. Visit Mountain Chick Floral today, where every occasion is a reason to celebrate with flowers.
I'm Jen Mueller. Watch for my show, I Cook, You Measure on NCWLIFE. It's part cooking instruction, part entertainment, and all about connecting over food and wine with your favorite Northwest athletes.
Watch I Cook, You Measure with Jen Mueller Mondays at 1, Wednesdays at 2, Fridays at 11 a.m., and Saturday and Sundays at 10:30 p.m. right here on the NCWLIFE channel.
Apple Valley Honda is bringing the future of driving to you. Introducing the all-new, all-electric Honda Prologue EV. Say goodbye to gas stations and hello to a whisper-quiet ride and zero emissions. The wait is over. Finally, a local option for a quality EV from a brand with a track record of exceptional quality and reliability. Experience the Honda Prologue EV for yourself at family-owned Apple Valley Honda. Stay close to home and visit us at Apple Valley Honda today for the life you live.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCWLIFE, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
Wenatchee students placed in the top 50% of competitors in this past weekend's mock trial state championship. The Wenatchee High School team came in 14th out of 28 schools and community centers involved in the mock trial held in Tacoma on Saturday and Sunday. Wenatchee High School advisor Reuben Hart says his team went into the event -1 student due to illness, but 3 Wenatchee High School students were nominated for individual awards based on their performance during the trial. The team from University Prep in Seattle took first place and moves on to the National High School Mock Trial Championship in Des Moines, Iowa. That coming up in early May. The mock trial contest has been running since 1987 as part of the YMCA's Youth and Government program. A Confluence Health clinician was named the Rural Physician Assistant of the Year earlier this month by the Washington Academy of Physician Assistants. Nicole Hall is an advanced practice provider core medical director and physician assistant working in hospital medicine. She was presented with the award during a joint conference with the Oregon Society of Physician Assistants on March 8th. The award is given annually to a person who has made an exceptional contribution to rural community health care and has extended beyond clinical work into initiatives that improve access to health care resources. In a press release, Chief Medical Officer Dr. James Murray called Hall a remarkable provider and leader. As the need to provide safe and affordable housing persists, so does the support from Wenatchee Valley community and businesses. Microsoft has donated $50,000 to the faith-based Wenatchee Rescue Mission to help with the completion of its Apple Blossom House. That's a planned women and children's transitional living home. The mission is a key agency in temporary housing for those living without shelter in Wenatchee and East Wenatchee, operating the Wenatchee Safe Park as well as a set of tiny shelters. Since 2017, Microsoft has invested more than $6 million across Douglas, Grant, and Chelan County nonprofit organizations. The rescue mission says the Apple Blossom House will open this spring. Coming up next, an initiative called Pages of Redemption is bringing paperback books to county jails across Washington state. We'll have more on that coming up in tonight's feature story. Mountain snow is in the forecast for Wednesday with up to 6 inches possible on Stevens Pass. I'll have your local weather details coming up, along with Cade Calvin with a look at the Seahawks signing their star wide receiver to a record contract yesterday. All that and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues after these messages.
Somewhere behind these doors is a family member, often alone, taking care of a loved one with Alzheimer's or some other disability, or providing care for a loved one who is not ill but only aging and no longer able to care for themselves. In the field of caregiving, this is the home front. For the home is where most Americans will live out their last days. Contact Aging and Adult Care of Central Washington for a variety of services, including caregiving, meals, and medication help.
News, weather, and sports. It's all here weekdays at 5, 6, and 10 on your local news source, the NCWLIFE channel.
You trust the same doctor for your health and the same dentist for your smile. Trust Global Car Care to keep your vehicle running strong. We track your car's history so it gets the right care at the right time. With our 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty on parts and labor, you'll drive away with confidence. Global Car Care, your automotive experts. We service all makes and models, but specialize in Sprinter vans, Mercedes, Audi, Volkswagen, and BMW. Call or visit us today.
Highlander Golf Course and Grill, your place for fun, food, and friends. Happy hour every day, 2 to 7. Try their brand new menu and famous prime rib every Saturday night. Planning a celebration? Book your holiday party, wedding, or private event, even in their exclusive simulator rooms. Highlander Golf Course and Grill, where every day is a celebration. Visit today.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCWLIFE, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
An initiative called Pages of Redemption is bringing back paperback books to county jails across Washington state. Founder Bryson Fico works for the Okanagan County Superior Court and is studying to become a paralegal through the University of Washington. Last week, he worked with the Friends of the Wenatchee Public Library group to collect 914 books to donate to the Washington State Penitentiary in Walla Walla, as well as the Yakima, Benton, and Franklin County jails. He's now given nearly 5,200 paperback books to 10 different correctional facilities in under 3 years. NCWLIFE News spoke with Fico to learn more about why he started the initiative and what goes into managing it.
I was saying we change lives one page at a time. And when you think about it, right? people's lives are like chapters of a book. It starts off one way, but ends a completely different way, right? And so I like to say that we're changing lives through that. And so each chapter is vastly different from the other. So it just kind of made sense. You know, I believe in a redemption arc for everybody. Everybody deserves a second chance. And I think second chances are really powerful. And so, you know, when you combine the changing lives one page at a time and redemption, it just kind of clicked. Pages of redemption. And, you know, when you're in college, your professors, they make you go out and volunteer for like extra credit points or just, you know, credits in general. And so I was always volunteering at the Apoyo Food Bank or Fish Food Bank in Ellensburg, Washington. And I got the idea to kind of start my own organization. And with the, you know, I did that back in September of 2023. And I started off by looking on Facebook and looking for garage sales and looking for books that way. I partner with a whole bunch of people. I partner with local friends of the library organizations in University Place, Tacoma, Ellensburg, and Wenatchee. I don't bring books that inmates aren't interested in. You know, sometimes if you go look through jail libraries, you'll see a lot of NA books or Bibles. It's like, yeah, it's great, right, for certain individuals, but we want them to pass the time or possibly learn something new. So that's why I'm a big fan of like all genres, right? If you like donate books on poetry or how to read, how to write poetry, oftentimes these guys will write love letters to their, you know, significant other outside of jail who's waiting for them. You know, if we can donate a book on sales, they can come out with a new skill. If we can donate books on how to read and write in Spanish, they come out with a new skill, right? And also, most inmates are jailhouse lawyers. So if we donate law books or something similar, they can learn a new skill, and then maybe they can take that and then go apply to be a legal assistant once they get out. 70% of the national adult average in the United States of America reads at or below a 4th grade reading level, just those who are incarcerated, of course. So I donate books geared towards all individuals, elementary school reading levels, middle school, high school, even college level, right? I think every book is important when donating to facilities. One rule that goes across all facilities, including jails and prisons, is they all have to be paperback books. Usually I'll screen them. I have a banned book database where I run every book through an Excel spreadsheet. And then I of course look through it because they run these books through metal detectors. So you have to make sure there's no paper clips, staples or anything, no bookmarks. I take that out. I look for explicit material inside of them. I like to donate books in boxes. And what I'll do is I'll write the number of books in each box, and I try to organize them by genre and author to make it easier, because just me dropping off that book or a box of books at a facility, their work isn't done. They still have a lot of work to do. They have to scan through every page just like I do, you know, and so I try to make it as easy as I can for them. It's about consistency and constantly reaching out, like, you know, contacting the sheriff's office, the clerk's office, whoever you can get in contact with to put you through to somebody. Oftentimes it's the chaplain service who is running the kind of jail programs that they have going on for rehabilitation. So you'll contact them, and just consistency, really. And whoever answers my phone calls or emails is the jail I'll go to. I'll travel. I've been all over the state. I've been to Spokane. I've been to Kent. You know, I'm now going to Walla Walla, and I live right along the Canadian border. So I'll go anywhere in the state.
Time now for a check of your North Central Washington weather forecast, and I hope you had a great Tuesday. It was a soggy Tuesday for much of North Central Washington. This, looking out our weather window from this afternoon, our Hay Canyon tower camera, Cashmere right here in the middle of your screen, and had a lot of those dark clouds and off and on shower activity. It didn't amount to a big total as far as rainfall, but it was just persistent showers throughout the day for much of us, and it stayed pretty cool too. As this storm system pushes through, still cold air behind it and some snow being produced with that. In fact, as we get into Wednesday, Stevens Pass could see 4 to 6 inches of new snow tomorrow. Blewett Pass, probably less than an inch, but there we go. Stevens Pass, if you're traveling that way, or Blewett Pass, you could run into slippery road conditions, and that goes for tomorrow morning into tomorrow afternoon, so be very, very careful. Back here at home today, it was a a cool one, cooler than we should see for this time of year. Unofficially, 51 was our high. 55 is where we should be for this time of year. And for the fourth day in a row, 1960, our record year. On this date, 75 back in 1960. 43 here this morning, 36 our normal low, and 18 our record low. That too in the great decade of the 60s. That set in 1964. At least at news time, just 2/100ths of an inch of new precipitation, but that gets us to 2 inches even now since January 1st, which is a little over 3/10ths behind where we should be for this time of year. Sunrise this morning, 6:55, and it sets tonight at 7:29. Taking a look now at your Wednesday weather, temperatures will stay on the cool side. Moses Lake and Ephrata, 54 degrees, 52 for Quincy, and then a lot of 50s. Ellensburg, Wenatchee, Eniat, we will all see about 50 degrees, 52 up in Omak, and 49 the high temperature tomorrow for you folks in Kashmir. Taking a look at what we can expect now tonight, mostly cloudy skies. Here's our area of low pressure. There are actually 3 of them on our map, and this area of low pressure off the British Columbia coast is the one that could bring us maybe some isolated showers overnight tonight with low temperatures in the upper 30s. Get ready for some windy conditions on Wednesday, 10 to 20 miles an hour at least for Wednesday. About a 30% chance of rain. Mainly we're seeing that wind, a strong westerly flow, and that's going to cool us off to around 50 for a high temperature tomorrow. On Thursday, high pressure returns to our surface map. We'll see sunny skies, seasonably cool temperatures. We're probably going to stick right around that 50-degree mark for high temperatures Thursday afternoon. Keep in mind that about 55 is our normal. For Friday, high clouds out there, but this is where the warm-up begins into the end of the week. We will see high temperatures Friday into those mid-50s, and then getting into the weekend, we are in for another beautiful weekend. Partly cloudy skies on Saturday. Really a very quiet weather pattern heading into this weekend. Low to mid-60s for afternoon high temperatures as we kick off the weekend. Should be a beauty. And then on Sunday, not much change. We could see an influx of clouds late in the day on Sunday, but other than that, partly cloudy and nice with high temperatures to end the weekend into the low 60s, and then back to the wetter weather as we get you into Monday. Cloudy skies. We will see stormy conditions from this low pressure all the way over into Montana, but look at all the clouds and showers it's dragging through with it. So about a 50% chance of rain on Monday. Temperatures not bad though, with highs in the upper 50s. Time now to take a look at your 7-day forecast, brought to you by Colonial Vista Senior Living in Wenatchee, where comfort, care, and community come together. 38 overnight tonight, windy with a little bit of rain in our forecast for Wednesday. Cooler too with a high temperature near 50 degrees. Sunny and cool on Thursday, only 49 for our afternoon high temperature. And then the warm-up begins on Friday. High clouds and 56 for Friday. And then look at that weekend. Partly cloudy for both Saturday and Sunday with highs in the low 60s. Rain showers in our Monday forecast with a high temperature then of 58 degrees. And that's a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Coming up next, Cade Calvin with a look at tonight's sports report as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
Hey everyone, Fletcher and Amy Ellington here from Live It Up. In the investment world, ROI stands for Return on Investment. Well, how does better health, better wealth, and better relationships sound for ROI? Join us every week right here on NCWLIFE and learn how to invest in the most important asset, you.
We're going to answer your questions and provide some weekly inspiration so you can create a life that you love. Join us on Live It Up.
NCWLIFE Channel is your local TV station. We believe in being the spotlight and mirror to the communities we serve in North Central Washington. Programming on NCWLIFE would not be possible without our sponsors. Special thanks to our platinum sponsor, Alpine Air. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air.
Welcome back in, sports fans. Cade Calvin here. The Super Bowl champion Seattle Seahawks are locking in their future, while some familiar faces from the Wenatchee Wild are chasing theirs on the big stage.
Darnold with time, going up top for Jackson Smith, and Jigba drops it in the bucket, and he will backpedal for a touchdown.
The Seattle Seahawks have locked up their star wide receiver Jackson Smith and Jigba. The Super Bowl champs agreed to a record extension with the reigning Offensive Player of the Year. The deal, reported to be over $168 million over 4 years, makes JSN the highest paid wide receiver in NFL history. He'll average over $42 million per year, with $120 million fully guaranteed. Smith and Jigba is coming off a career year, hauling in 119 passes for nearly 1,800 yards and 10 touchdowns. The Hawks also held on to another one of Sam Darnold's weapons, wide receiver Jake Bobo.
Darnold to throw. Back, hit, throws, end zone, caught! Touchdown! Jake Bobo!
A fan favorite, Bobo was nearly poached by the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jags offered the restricted free agent a 2-year deal worth $5.5 million, but Seattle had the right of first refusal and matched the offer quickly. The UCLA product remains a key piece on special teams and one of the team's best blocking receivers. Wenatchee Wild fans will see plenty of familiar faces in this year's NCAA hockey tournament. The 16-team field features 10 former Wild players taking the ice. One team to watch, the North Dakota Fighting Hawks, who won 27 games this season, led by former Wild players Cade Littler and Tyler Young. The Fighting Hawks enter as a 2 seed, earning their first tournament berth since 2016. Littler and Young combined for 10 goals and 14 assists this season. Another player to watch, Quinnipiac's Graham Sword. Sword put up 81 points with the Wild during the 2023-24 season and has carried that momentum into college, contributing 15 points for the Bobcats this year. Quinnipiac returns to the tournament for the 7th straight season. We caught up with the voice of the Wenatchee Wild, Austin Droughty, who says it's special to see these players compete on the big stage.
It's really neat to see the guys move on and continue making their mark in college, but also they're doing a good job in the classroom as well, and they're going out and competing hard with college teams. They've got eight of the 16 teams in the NCAA tournament have a Wild alumnus on their roster. So a lot of college hockey for the fans here in Wenatchee to follow down to the final 3 weeks of the season.
The puck drops this Thursday, and we'll continue to follow former Wild players as they chase a spot in the Frozen Four.
That's a look at sports. Reporting in Wenatchee, Cade Calvin, NCWLIFE.
That will do it for this Tuesday edition of the NCWLIFE Evening News. Remember, if you see news happening, let us know. Email your news tips to news@ncwlife.com or just give us a call at 888-6295. Our channel is also available on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks so much for being with us, and have a great night.
At Colonial Vista Senior Living, we believe life is meant to be lived fully. Our wellness programs inspire residents to stay strong, flexible, and confident every day. Here, curiosity is encouraged, friendships are nurtured, and every activity is an opportunity to connect, create, and enjoy life together. We invite you to experience the lifestyle at Colonial Vista Senior Living for yourself and discover why so many call our community home.
Hey, welcome back to Save Mart. What can we help you find today?
We're looking for a mattress.
Oh, right this way. We got a large selection. We have this pillow top here.
Oh, comfortable.
We have more to choose from down here.
Oh.
I think I have the perfect one over here for you.
I guess we'll take this one.
You'll find it at Save.